Good morning, everyone. I am here to do our routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period of today, May 12th, to Sunday, May 18th. So first of all, to look at the upcoming weather pattern, we have rain and thunderstorms possible every day from today through Sunday. Today through Wednesday, the highest threats are for heavy rain with potential flash flooding. On Thursday and Friday, we could have some isolated afternoon showers and thunderstorms possible. And Friday night through Saturday, rain chances will increase ahead of the next cold frontal passage. In terms of temperatures, they're expected to be below normal through Wednesday when they're about average, and then above normal after Wednesday through Sunday. We currently have a flood watch in effect through early Tuesday. So rainfall totals of 2 to 4 inches are expected across central North Carolina, with the heaviest rain falling today through Tuesday morning. We could have isolated pockets of around 5 inches possible, and isolated to numerous showers and storms Tuesday and Wednesday could prolong the risk of flash flooding. So stay tuned to see if we expand this flood watch at all. River and stream flooding, as well as scattered flash flooding, are the main hazards. Looking at the most likely and high-end amount of rainfall, you can see that around 2 to 3 inches is the most likely amount of rainfall possible, but looking at the higher end amount, you can see up to around 4.5 inches possible. So in the top left there, you can see the current observed radar from a few minutes ago, and a radar reflectivity forecast from one of our models that we look at that show what radar may look like at the indicated times. This is just showing the potential timing of rainfall, not the intensity, from around every 3 hours through midnight tonight. Looking at the precipitation forecast the next 5 days, today you can see that about 1 to 2 inch of rainfall over the area with isolated higher amounts possible, with Tuesday and Wednesday around up to 1 inch to 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches in isolated places, with a relative minimum on Thursday and Friday, with the 5-day total showing 2 to 4 inches, with again isolated higher amounts possible where storms may train over the same area. Next, we wanted to show the excessive rainfall outlook through Wednesday. So you can see that we have a slight to marginal risk of excessive rainfall expected over the next 3 days. And that does mean that isolated to scattered flash floods are possible. We also wanted to point out any river flooding that may occur. Currently, we do not have any forecast points associated with minor rainfall forecast. However, this gauge in particular in Norwood has been fluctuating between minor and action stage for the maximum forecast. So we want to make sure that everyone's aware that minor flooding is possible and it may occur based on how rainfall trends keep trending. Next, to look at the severe potential, we do have thunderstorms expected every day through Sunday. I don't know if they've mentioned this previously, but the SPC only shows the general thunderstorm through day 3. So even though they're not colored in here, we are expecting thunderstorms through Sunday. We also wanted to emphasize that even though we are not in a risk chance other than general thunder. A weak spin-up tornado cannot be ruled out today and tomorrow, where low-level shear can locally maximize. Now looking at the 8 to 10 day outlook, where there's near normal to about 40% chance of above average temperatures and a 33 to 40% chance of above average precipitation. And you can see our normal temperatures there for all 3 climate sites that we have. Next, to look at the experimental graphical hazardous weather outlook for the next week, you can see that there is a limited to elevated risk of lightning from today through Saturday, and elevated and limited excessive rainfall through Wednesday. And it's showing an elevated extreme heat threat Friday and Saturday. We are expecting low 90s, which is what that is showing there. So to summarize our hazards, we have a flood watch in effect until 8 a.m. on Tuesday, and isolated to scattered flash flooding is possible through Wednesday. And we are expecting daily thunderstorms possible through Sunday.